Hi, welcome to CSE351 Introduction to Data Science. This is summer of 2023 and I'm your instructor Praveen. So these lecture slides that I'll be using in the course, these are inspired by Professor Skinner and Professor Martin Radford, who used to work here and used to teach data science before he moved to the industry probably a couple of years back. So in this slide, I will be discussing the course logistics. So this is an online course which is being delivered in asynchronous mode. We need to understand what is this asynchronous mode. So in this asynchronous mode, we don't have any fixed meeting time for lectures. I will be delivering the lectures online and I'll be recording that, and the recorded videos or video lectures would be uploaded on YouTube, and I will be sharing the link to the YouTube video lectures through the Brightspace. So that's what we mean by asynchronous. For the lecture delivery, one more time, let me make it clear. We don't have any fixed meeting time for lecture, so lectures are recorded, pre-recorded I should be saying, on pre-recorded and are posted on YouTube, and you'll be getting the link to those lectures, and you need to watch these lectures at your convenience. So in the course material, you will get lecture notes, or you may call them as lecture slides, then the video lectures, and apart from the lectures, you will be getting regular homeworks. You may call them assignments as well. And then in this course, there will be a project which I will discuss in next few slides. And you will also have exams and quizzes. And most of these material would be available on Brightspace. So yeah, here you have the information about videos, video lectures. These are going to be uploaded on YouTube, and the link of these recorded lectures on YouTube would be made available on Brightspace, which is going to be our learning management system. So you might be interested in knowing about me. So I'm Praveen, my last name is Tripathi, and I'll be holding my office hours, and my office hours are going to be synchronous, which means it will be on Zoom, and there is a fixed time for my office hours. I'll be holding my office hours on Tuesday and Thursday from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. New York time. So if you want to talk to me, if you have some questions related with the course content, then yeah, you're welcome to join me in my office hours on Zoom on Tuesday and Thursday from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. And it's possible that some of you cannot make it to my office hours. If that is the case, then you can write me an email, which is over here. My email is praveen@cs.stonybrook.edu. This is the email that I prefer, but I can also be reached on my Stony Brook email, which is praveen.tripathi@stonybrook.edu. So if you can't make it to my office hours and you want to have a chat with me, then you can request for an appointment. I'll be happy to provide you an appointment for discussion beyond my office hours as well. So now let's look at the exam schedule. I'm calling it tentative exam schedule because things may change, but you may assume that with very high probability I'll keep this as the exam schedule. So the exams would be online, and I should mention this thing that the exams are going to be synchronous. Unlike lectures which are asynchronous, exams are going to be synchronous, which means we have the fixed time over here. So let me tell you about the dates and the time that I have for each test. So quiz 1 is going to be on 6th of June, which is going to be a Tuesday, and the quiz would be from 8:45 p.m. to 9:25 p.m. and all these times are New York time. And similarly, the midterm, for midterm I have the date as 15th of June, that is on Thursday, and for midterm you need more time, therefore the test will start at 8:30 p.m. and it will end at 10 p.m. This is again New York time. Quiz 2 is scheduled on 27th of June, that's a Tuesday, from 8:45 p.m. to 9:25 p.m. Your final exam is going to be on 4th of July. Now this is something that I may have to change. That's the reason I put that as tentative. So probably I will move this thing because 4th of July is going to be a holiday, Independence Day, right? So I will change this date and I will share that information on the bright space in announcement. I'm sorry, I did not realize this thing that it's a holiday. Okay, so if I change it, either I'll have it on 3rd of July or on 5th of July. Maybe we can have a poll on that, and on the basis of the poll I will adjust it accordingly. So for final exam, it will start at 8:30 p.m. and will end at 10:30 p.m. So let's look at the course, like what is this course all about. More detail I'll have in the next slide, but this is going to be a multidisciplinary course in which we will discuss the theoretical aspects of data science, where we will learn about practices in data science, important practices in data science from theoretical point of view, and also we will look at practical approaches which are very important for any data scientist I should say, or in any data science practice. So for in theoretical concepts, we will be learning, we'll be spending good time on machine learning concepts. And in practical approaches, I would say that we will look at the libraries available in language in Python, which makes data science a very convenient practice. So we will learn about theoretical concepts and practical approaches to extract knowledge. So which is, I would say, very important in data science, and that's what we do. We extract knowledge from huge data. So this course will teach the state-of-the-art tools for data analysis, and I will use Python as the language for that. The reason being that Python is very rich in scientific libraries. We will discuss about that. There will be a chapter on Python for data science, something like that. So for this course, you should have this prerequisite, which is CSE214 or CSE260 or AMS310 and the CSE major. Let's look at the course focus here. So in a data science course, we should learn about linear algebra. We should have a good understanding of probability and statistics. We should learn a little bit about machine learning as well. We should have a good understanding of Python if that's going to be your language, and here in CSE351 we will be using Python. We will be processing real-world data, so you'll get homework and projects, and in homeworks and project there will be one project and maybe a couple of homeworks, so I should say homeworks and project. You will be dealing with real-world data. So that's about your practice. I'll say that's how you'll get to exercise the concepts that you will be learning through lectures. But during the lecture also, I will take example of data from science and technology and medicine also. So in a lot of lectures you would find me discussing the data science concepts from some example that will have from either of these domains. I'll pick some examples from science, technology, or medicine. So for a data scientist, it's very important to understand about EDA, which stands for exploratory data analysis. And in EDA, when we get the data, we process the data because originally the data may have some noise. We need to remove that. So the data in its raw form is often not good for modeling. Therefore, the first thing that a data scientist need to do is the EDA part, which involves pre-processing, feature engineering, and visualization. So these things we will have to understand. Now, once the data is clean, then we move to the modeling part. So they will have to identify the best models. And for modeling, we'll have to use machine learning. So that's where you will be learning about machine learning models, which we will be applying on our data that we obtain, what I would say, clean after applying EDA. Then once your model is ready, and then, okay, this is the third part. Once the model is ready, we can start making predictions, and we want to see how well our model is doing. For that, there are some metrics or performance measures, you may call it, which we apply and see how well is our model doing. So this is the third part, which is making predictions and evaluating the results. And finally, we would like to report the result to the interesting party, which could be management people if we're working in any organization. If we are working as a data scientist in say industry, then yeah, we need to report our findings or results to the managers. So for that, we would have to learn about the visualization methods so that our results are understandable to those people who may not have background knowledge in data science or maybe machine learning. So now let's get to this part, which is about our communication. So in your email, when you are reaching out to me, then you should have a subject, and subject you should have your name, and your name should be similar to what you have on Solar. And this is where I need to change, because earlier we used to use Blackboard as the learning management system, but now we are moving to Brightspace. So let me correct that here. Please include your name as it is on Solar or Brightspace, and also mention CSE351 in your email or the correspondence, so that I may understand that yeah, this student is from my data science course. Describe your problem in detail. Like if you are struggling with the homework, you should say, okay, fine, in this homework number 1, as an example, I'm having difficulty understanding the task 2. Then if you have that much of detail, probably I'll be in a better position to help you out. So Brightspace will be used to host the course material, and then I will be heavily using Brightspace notifications or the announcements, so please don't ignore those. And I did create a Piazza for this course, so hopefully you must have received an email, so please use that and see if there is some communication or discussion already happening there related with the content which is being taught, or any homework issue. Please join me in my office hours over on Zoom, or you can email me for an appointment if you need any. These are the textbooks. I should not say these are the textbooks, let me correct that. These are some reference books, and out of these reference book, the number 1 that I'm marking here is the textbook, right? So that's our textbook, which is data science, the data science manual, and it is written by one of our Professor Skinner, and it's very nicely written, and most of the lecture material you would find from this textbook only. So you may find some other books handy, like this one, doing data science, which I'll mark as number 2, would be a very handy reference. You can get hands-on knowledge from doing data science, uh, and then Python for data analysis. So these 2 and 3, I would say, are going to be very helpful for you in your implementations for homework and project. And then this book number 4 that I have over here is a very standard book on machine learning. So if you want to dive deep in the modeling thing, and if you want to explore machine learning in more detail, then probably I would point you to this very standard book on machine learning, which is Pattern Recognition Machine Learning by Christopher Bishop. So one more time, let me discuss this important uh, component, which is course discussion forum. So we are using Piazza. So please post your question over there. I'll try my best to respond to your questions on Piazza. I have a TA. I'll be sharing the information of the TA with you people. So I'll request the TA also to respond to your questions, and you can also answer each other's question on Piazza. So it is for discussion forum, so feel free to use it. Okay, so while using Piazza, you need to be very, very careful, because you do not want to get into any trouble. That may happen if you post the assignment solution over there. So please don't do that. That will be considered as academic dishonesty, and you'll be reported for that. So if you have any question about the homework, then yeah, you can post the question over there, and we may participate. I mean, when I'm saying we, then that means me as an instructor, TA, along with the other students. We'll try our best to help you out with the concepts. Okay, or any questions if you have related with the assignment. So yeah, if you have a question regarding a concept from the lecture or an assignment, then please post it there, and we'll try our best to resolve your issue over there. Be careful about this point, which is about posting the solutions. So this, you may do that by accident. Say you're getting a bug in your assignment and you want to help, so you went there and posted your solution over there. So that is discouraged. You should not do it. If you're doing it, we will anyway remove your post. So you can send a private email to me for appointments if you need to discuss about your grade. If you're not happy with the grade, you want regrading or something like that, then for that you'll have to send an email for an appointment with me, and I'll be happy to help you out. So as I said, you must have received an invitation email from Piazza. So please sign up there, and yeah, ask questions if you have any related with the course. You may like to find out about the grading criteria. So you will have a midterm exam that will account for 20% of your grade. There will be a final exam which will account for 25%. You'll have a project which is going to be 35%. So that's the main, I'll say, component. If you want to, yeah, it will determine 35% of your grade. So project is going to be very, very important, which can be done in a team. So for project, probably I'll share more information later. You would have quizzes, probably 2 quizzes, and these quizzes together would account for 6% of your grade. You'll have assignments, and the total assignments will account for 14% of your final grade. So about assignments, please don't copy assignments, because if you are found copying from your friends or from online resources, then you may end up getting negative grades, right? So please don't do that. Assignments are to be submitted electronically. You will have that instruction in every assignment, and we'll be using Brightspace. So assignments will be posted on Brightspace, and there will be a link provided for you to upload the assignments there. We'll have late assignment policy. So I would request you to submit your assignment on time, because if you are late by one day, then you'll be losing 20% of the grade, right? So try your best to return the assignments on time. So Brightspace, as I said, is going to be our learning management system for this course. All the course material would be available there. Grades would be posted over there. So if you want to see how well you're doing, go to Brightspace and check for your grades. So quizzes would be also posted over there. Now, academic honesty is the most important factor, so let's look at that. All the work that you submit must be your own. You can discuss general assignment concepts with other students or with the instructor or the TAs. You should never share a code or others' answer. If you are suspected of cheating, you will be brought up on academic dishonesty charges. If you're found guilty, you will receive an F for the course. So that's the worst news, right? So don't get into this red zone, I would say. Avoid this thing, be honest, and you'll be better. So that was it for this very first lecture, which was about course logistics. In the next lectures, we will discuss about data science. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.